You see, the blessing of God's, of his promises to us, they don't just end with us. It's also to your descendants as well, because that's a part of your legacy. Say legacy. Legacy is the perpetuation of a blessing. It is the perpetuation of a blessing. Legacy is not about the past. Legacy is about the future. It's about the future. Your legacy goes forward, not backwards. The blessing of Abraham today still lives because legacy is the perpetuation of a blessing. The blessing of Abraham is still alive. Many people confuse the blessing with the thing. The thing is not the blessing. The thing is the evidence of the blessing. You carry the blessing. All of Abraham's cattle are dead, but the blessing of Abraham is still alive. If you've got the blessing of your grandmother and your grandfather, even if they die, their blessing lives on in your life. You can know that you're still blessed. Some of you all got jobs today because you had a grandparent that was praying for you. Lord, please help my grandchild, help my baby, Lord. And they might be in glory right now, looking over the banners of heaven, but it's because of the blessing. It is the blessing that they've been faithful to God, and sometimes God has blessed us because of the faithfulness of a foreparent. But legacy is the perpetuation of a blessing. And God says, when you get in a dry spell, if you're in a dry spell today, God says, I got you. I got you. I will not forsake you. I know it's dry, but I'm with you even in that dry place. I'll be water out of a dry ground. I'll be a root out of a dry ground. In other words, God says, I will do miraculous things. I will let you flourish in an environment that you are really not supposed to flourish in. It's not supposed to be for your kind. Those with your level of education are not supposed to be able to do well in this environment. You don't have enough experience on your resume, but God says, I'm going to do something that defies the atmosphere of where you are. I will let water come out of a dry. I will let you, like a dry root will come up out of a dry ground. I'll do something miraculous, exceptional, something that defies the odds based on the circumstances. They're not supposed to like your kind. It's supposed to be because you're a woman. You're not supposed to be able to excel here. But God says, I'm God, and I will not let your femininity stand in the way of the blessing. That this is not in Christ. There's neither male nor female. God says, if I want to birth a blessing through you, sweetie, don't dismiss yourself. Don't dismiss yourself. Don't dismiss your. I know he's looking at you. There's a gift that's locked up on the inside of you. Don't ever discount yourself that you're too old for this to happen through you. God said, don't let them count you out, because in this environment, they're just doing it for the young people. But God says, honey, I know your resume looks old right now. You don't have any new experience, but you watch what I can do with your gray hair and everything else that has gone south. But watch me in this time. Watch me in this season. Watch what I do. God says, I'll make a way for you. Things are drying up, but God said, he says, don't let the discriminatory atmosphere, because sometimes there's a discrimination because you're too young. And God says, don't even consider your youth. I've called you. I've appointed you. They don't think you got enough experience, but my hand is on you. My glory is on you. My favor is on you. You just trust me. Trust me, I got your back. I got your back. I got this. I got this. Devil will be whispering to you, you haven't been in this long enough. You don't have enough experience. But God says, I'm getting ready to cause something to flourish in an atmosphere when it shouldn't be happening in this atmosphere. I'm getting ready, out of the dryness of the opportunities that are there, I'm going to bring water out of a dry place. If you trust him, I declare to you, God says, I will not forsake you. You look like you don't have that many opportunities. You look like doors are closing in your face. You look like your finances are drying up, and you wonder, can God do anything in this dry place in this season of my life? And I declare to you, there is a water that comes